What's going on, world? Hope everyone's doing well. It's time to check out Tyranny. Tyranny. Hey! Oh, man. The music seems kind of loud. Maybe? No? Maybe? No? No? 8%? $69. We'll see. Game. I don't know anything. I don't know, man. Never played. Auto pause. Combat start. Enemy spotted. Y'all, I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, man. RPG, CRPG. So I'm assuming this first episode will be trying to make some characters. Spya. Yeah. Graphics. 1080. 60. Only Gibbs I know are the Bee Gees. Let's go. Let's give it a go, man. Oh. Story mode. Require minimal micromanagement and easily forgives mistakes in combat. I'll just go normal. The story mode sounds pretty enticing, though. I'm not the grand strategist. Oh, God.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spymaster and archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
That was pretty badass. Hey, oh. The Northern Empire, where you're born, women enjoy equal protections under the laws of Overlord Kairos. I think Sepultura did an album called Kairos, but They spelled it with an AI instead of a Y. In the southern lands of the Tears, women may crew a ship, but only men may own or captain a vessel. While these customs give the oceans to the men, the lands are trusted to the women. Men may rent and lease, but only women may own land and bequeath it to their daughters and sisters. Yeah. Kairos is a name out of legend. For centuries, the Overlord has consolidated powers, sending vast armies to swallow entire realms. The most powerful mystic the world has ever seen, Kairos can issue edicts. Oh, it's like Tropico. Magical proclamations that level cities, spread pox, sunder the lands, or change the course of seasons. We'll be a dude. Hey, Bailey. Neckbeard. Neckbeard's connected to the chin strap. Oh, hello.
That wasn't so hard. I'm injured, tired. Let's rest. I got it.
What a noob.
Trouble is afoot.
I can't do it, man. I would laugh the whole game.
You learn something every day.
Nah, man.
I'll just hold on to this.
Aggressive. B-E aggressive. Tatao. Ooh. It's like, too human. I want something that's on both arms, baby. Oh, that's pretty sweet. You can't give me that on both arms? Come on, son. Son. Oh. That's pretty badass. Runes. I can dig it. Portrait of an American family. There we go. History. How did I join Kairos' army? Pit fighter looks like melee. The stench of blood, shit, and bronze. Hunter. Guild apprentice. Noble scion. Diplomat, no. War mage. Lawbreaker. Soldier. War Mage. Yeah, I guess we could, melee. Natural prowess and survival instinct. Brutal melee in the stench of blood, shit, and bronze. Pit fighter. Ooh. Primary expertise. I'm a dual-wielding bastard. Whoa. That gives us dual-wield parry, athletics, and subterfuge. Move unseen through environments. Subterfuge sounds important. Flurry of blows. Slice. Bleeding. Slice. Slice. Makes me thirsty. Bronze axe, bronze hammer. Huh. Slice. Secondary expertise. We could just be a massive bastard. Vigor might be interesting. +2 vitality and might for 45 seconds. I'm into it. Lesser Staff of Titans. Yeah. So those are our starting bonuses there. Okay. Lore. Okay. Let's make our guy colorful. Maybe. Yeah. A badass. Ow. Did all that save, hopefully? You gotta go black and red, baby. Oh, that's pretty sweet. It's gotta look sweet. Yeah. 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 I'm a fan of all that. Diamonds. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Steve. Hey, no, what's in a name? Gumby. Points available 8. Physical health. Physical and mental precision. Resolve. I kind of like, I will give those first Might and Finesse 2, and then 1 in each of the rest. $20. Weapon skills. Higher skill values increase the chance of critical hits. Lore. Parry skill defense against melee and spells. Higher skill ranks will reduce damage from enemy attacks and may lead them to miss altogether. Yeah. Let's go. Conquest will allow you to play through Kairos' Conquest of the Tiers. Choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game and how other factions will react to your character. Yeah. Gumby.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the Tiers, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. 2 armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior.
Oh.
In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
It's too late for the Tiers. During the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the Tiers, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of the Tiers respond to you. Choose wisely. Oh, great. The Bastard City. Named for its position between 2 realms, the Bastard City is a melting pot of cultures and a place of commerce and intrigue. Select a token on the map to begin. Infiltrate the Tiers. Both armies sent their forces to prepare the way. In the first major engagement of the war, Kairos' armies crossed the mountains and established a foothold. History would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units of both armies, preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored are an elite legion in Kairos' army, and the Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? The Disfavored, baby? I lent my skills to the elite Disfavored scouts to capture a border garrison. Graven Ash insisted that an early victory in the offensive would boost the morale of his troops and diminish the haughty overconfidence of the Southerners. Okay. The Oathbound scouts identified a modest border defense and collaborated on an organized attack that would leave the enemy uncoordinated and cut off from aid. You oversaw the preparations and offered your opinions on the strategy. When the clashing of swords and spears fell to silence, followed by the cheering of disfavored scouts, you were the least surprised. Inside agent, containing the fire. Contain the fire, baby. Your fiercest opponents in the Bastard City were the mages of the School of Wild Wrath. Too barbaric to use their power responsibly, the unbridled practitioners needed to be stopped. How did you trick the hot-tempered mages into their own undoing? Lure them to a disfavored ambush? Or a meeting with the voices of Nerat? We'll try and talk them down, baby. I don't really want to kill everyone. I tricked the guild elders into meeting with the voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets. The Archon was notorious for his cruel and mysterious interrogation techniques. Ah. They were never seen again. There were few who could describe what horrors the Archon of Secrets visited upon his enemies during the conquest. Whether the Elder Mages knew little of the Archon's reputation or met him with him out of curiosity didn't matter. Once the flap of the Archon's tent closed, none of them were heard from again, save for a strangled cry of alarm that ended just as swiftly. Leaderless, the school of Wild Wrath fell into disorder, and the remaining members were slain by the disfavored or conscripted into the Scarlet Chorus. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the bastard city ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city's defenses for the arrival of Kairos' forces. But you wanted a decisive gesture that would give your allies a meaningful advantage. How did you assist in the fall of the bastard city? That art is really awesome. So we could duel the marshal, incite a riot, or spread fear through assassination. Let's assassinate someone, man. Keeping to the shadows, you eliminated the leaders of the bastard city one by one. Concealing shadows gave us a new ability, huh? 1 time per encounter. Graze deflection on self. Less accuracy, more dodge, and more parry. For all weapons. Nice. Create a cloud of obscuring shadows and dust. For a short duration, enemies that use physical attacks against you have a significantly increased chance to miss. During this time, my attacks will also be less effective. Okay. Oh. Some deaths were quiet and unnoticed, while others were gruesome beyond words. As a wave of murder overtook the city's elite, your deeds swelled in infamy. Well before the armies arrived, no one in the bastard city felt safe in their homes, much less behind their walls. By the time Kairos' forces crested the horizon, the city was fearful enough to throw open the gates and welcome their new protectors. The bastard city settled into a new state of normalcy, with every tower displaying Kairos' banner. Your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. The armies divided into 2 fronts and migrated south. Tunon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lethean's Crossing, or as a war advisor with the armies advancing into the realm of Apex. I want to be a war advisor, baby. Like Skyrim. The mountain nation of Apex, ruled for generations by the Queen of House of Vendrian, stood at the heart of the Tiers. No army could bypass the landlocked realm without leaving their flank exposed to attack. By the second year of the war, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus had pushed deep into the Tiers. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tunon assigned you to accompany them, tasked with bringing Kairos' law to the territory, as well as keeping an eye on both armies. So we're like lawmen. A fate binder? Is that right? The Battle of Edring Pass. The Archon of Stone's assault was perhaps too successful. Denial of Strength, a new school of mages, presented problems and opportunities. Let's get some mage stuff going, baby. A school of water mages loyal to the Tiersmen posed a substantial threat. The Disfavored wished to annihilate the school, while the Scarlet Chorus insisted on capturing the mages. We're the Disfavored. See, I picked to be part of the Disfavored, but I'd like to, I wish I could learn their craft, but I don't want to piss off the Disfavored. Led by Graven Ash, whom they follow with obsessive devotion, they are committed to imposing their interpretation of order upon the relative lawlessness of the Tiers. The Legion only tolerates Northerners in the ranks, priding themselves on the high standards and cultural purity. I'd really like to learn their craft, man. I'm gonna have to, man, it could help us. I sided with the Scarlet Chorus, ordering the Mage Elders taken alive for interrogation. The Scarlet Chorus praised our name as they dragged the beaten elders of the school to the voices of Nerat's tent. As a wave of screams and incoherent pleas reached the crescendo, the Scarlet Chorus soldiers outside cheered for their Archon. The Disfavored adjourned to their camp in grim silence, claiming the Chorus lacked the will and desire to fully wipe out all traces of the enemy school. Poor communication led to the gruesome death of Disfavored scouts. That's not good. Kairos' forces debated over the fate of an enemy captain. When Kairos' forces captured a celebrated enemy hero, the armies bickered over his fate. The Disfavored wanted him set free. The Scarlet Chorus wanted him flayed and staked. I'm going to use him to send a message. I love that color. That's awesome. I'm going to go with the Disfavored here, because that's who I chose anyways. Yeah. Shocked by the clemency, the enemy captain vowed to deliver his message in full and paid his respects before departing for his encampment. Though typically more uncompromising, the Disfavored praised your innovative thinking. The Scarlet Chorus despised what they viewed as resources wasted, only to release a known enemy back into the wild. With the defeat of Apex and inevitability, the armies of Kairos met to discuss how to put an end to the stage of the conquest. Both armies agreed to send an offer of parley. Parley. Along with their acceptance, the enemy requested that you appear at the meeting. Word of your fair dealings had apparently spread to their ranks. How did I orchestrate the surrender of the realm of Apex? I'm an Apex legend, as it were. I'm going to negotiate it. Through days of mediation, you negotiated the surrender of the valley to Kairos' forces, putting an end to further bloodshed. Former enemies were loath to part with their lands, but they were even more reluctant to continue a war they were losing at every turn. The Tearsmen are a stubborn lot, despite their grim situation. It still took days of discussion and diplomacy to show them the madness of tenacity. On the third day of mediation, the rulers of Apex finally submit to your terms of surrender, putting an end to the war in the valley, and freeing up Kairos' forces to march deeper into the Tears. Apex rested in the hands of Kairos' forces. The Scarlet Corps paused to revel in victory, and disfavored prepared for the next fight, affording themselves but an evening's rest. The armies radiated out from the conquered citadel and worked their way across the Tears. Disfavored and Scarlet Corps aimed to dominate as much territory as possible in the coming year. Your distinguished reputation in Kairos' military left the choice of your next destination. That's cool. The Citadel has treasures, knowledge, and secrets. Azure. Easily defended position and rich military tradition, the realm of Stalwart was the most formidable realm in the Tears. I'm gonna go with the Citadel. I like secrets. The Citadel was an archive and library of massive scale. Its inhabitants were known as the School of Ink and Quill. A circle of mages centuries ago carved out their own mountainous refuge on lands unsettled by the other major realms. Legend said that the Citadel housed a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. The Overlord's spies infiltrated the school and confirmed as much. The time was ripe to send a detachment to the great library fortress and force the scholars to yield to Kairos. Yeah, they better. Song of Ensnarement. Siren's song ensnared some stealthy sages. Really? It's a lot of S's, man. Siren's song ensnared some stealthy stages. Peaceful surrender turned bloody. I gotta go with the tongue twister right there. Siren, Archon of Song, used her power to enthrall enemy mages who crept beyond the walls. After the forces rounded up the arcane practitioners, Disfavored began executing the new captives. Why would I punish the Disfavored? I'm a Disfavored. I come with a compromise. The sages' mouths would be bound with iron bridles. preventing them from speaking their forbidden knowledge. Little horsey mouth, as it disfavored fitted the sages with their restraining masks. The Scarlet Chorus openly criticized the suppression of enemy intelligence. I gave the soldiers a stern lesson on Kairos' laws and the sensitive treatment of forbidden knowledge. But that didn't stop the whispering and rumors that the conquest was being mismanaged. Suspicions arose when sages surrendered. Siren composed songs of strength and provoked bloody slaughter. I like it. Na 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 na. The Archon of Song incited Scarlet Chorus recruits to fight their leaders. Bosses were killed and supplanted left and right. The disfavored demanded an end to the practice for the good of the conquest. Put an end to it, man. The right of command had its place, but not when Kairos' forces were outnumbered and reinforcements were weeks behind, if not longer. The Scarlet Chorus, even the gang bosses, argued in favor of their ritual contest killing. In the end, they agreed to suspend the practice for the remainder of the Vellum Citadel campaign. Lacking an outlet to settle scores or deal with pent-up hostility, tensions flared between commanders and recruits, who were forced to act against their better nature and communicate. The Edict of Fire. Crestfallen by the preferential treatment, you showed that it disfavored the Scarlet Chorus retreated deeper into the mountains, leaving your detachment with the skeleton crew. Tunon sent word that Kairos' patience had run thin. The Overlord would cast an Edict of Fire on the enemy. The parchment arrived in a slender case of engraved iron, written on it the words of a spell powerful enough to destroy the Citadel. You had the choice of when to read the edict. Reading it at sunrise would offer your enemies no warning of the devastation to come. You could also wait until sunset, giving them ample time to flee or make amends. Well, Kairos' patience has run thin. Give no warning. Opting to give the enemy no quarter, you proclaim the Edict of Fire at the first moment of dawn, granting the enemy no warning of the destruction to come. Though the chorus insisted your actions doomed their spies, the disfavored applauded your decision. The earth shook, and red-orange light glowed in the foundation of the sprawling citadel. Bubbling up from under the library, a torrent of lava heaved with explosive force, gushing from the windows and between loose bricks, melting hostile trenches and the surrounding land. The mages awoke to smoke and fire. For most, it is already too late. Only a handful of bewildered mages escaped the smoldering collapse of the massive library fortress. Kairos' will be done. And feel. Oh. The armies of Kairos left the devastation of Vellum Citadel in silence. From that day forward, the tears came to know the once noble citadel as the burning library. This was an undisputed loss of resources, knowledge, culture, and life. But a message had been sent. The Overlord will not tolerate defiance. I didn't have long to rest before Tunon called you into service once more. You were one of the last to depart from the mountains, and as you journeyed off, you spotted a few campfires in the mountains. They were mere specks dwarfed by the inferno, the last gasps of survivors, or perhaps looters from Kairos' armies, bored and daring enough to pick through the ashes. I have reached the end of Kairos' conquest. Do you want to continue or erase your progress and start over? Continue, baby. Combat log.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands.
Good.
But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
And a pepper.
With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons. As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Fatebinder Gumby, I presume. Welcome to Terratus. This is your first visit to the world of Tyranny. Watch for these windows to help you become familiar with the game. Oh, I will. Inventory. Character. Talents. Journal. Rep. Spell. Missives. Map. Menu. Quests. Spell creation. Using 2 or more sigils. Inventory. Rose leathers. Looks better. Phalanx. Oh, one-handed. $40. 13. $13. 9 to 14. It looks a little better. I don't know. Yeah. Two accessories. Kairos the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. Aurora is a disfavored warrior. She claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Pleasure to see you again, Fatebinder. You were with us since before the first official days of the conquest. It's so fitting that you're here now, and what I hope is the last gasp of resistance from these backwards tearsmen. Here's hoping you can convince the Archons to settle on a plan to crush the Oathbreakers. This is why you're here, right? Because we have a lore skill, we can pick that one. I'm in a hurry. I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. Can you hear the hum in the air, the glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kairos' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things. But if that was Kairos' magic and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of plague? An edict of twisted bones? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. The edict is leveled against us? Our eyes widen with fear, posture slackens. But the Scarlet Course prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... She clears her throat with a sigh. Forgive me, it's not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on all of us. If we all follow Kairos' will and stop the insurrection, no harm will come to any of us. Yeah. We have to impose Kairos' will. If following orders and killing the locals will save our lives, you don't have to tell me twice. And I sure hope you don't have to tell the Archons twice either. Still, this is all coming from the Firestarter. Ooh, Prodigy. The Fatebinder that made fire bubble up from the soil and reduced the Citadel to ash. So you'll forgive me if I'm still terrified all the same. Well, you traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you. Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. More runners. Third time this week, the Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. Cleaving strike. Oh, so cute. Tyranny uses a pausable real-time combat system. Because you often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met. Press spacebar to pause and unpause. The character can always perform basic attacks using their equipped weapon or their fist if fighting unarmed. And also special abilities and spells they can use. When a character is selected, their ability bar displays their hotkeyed abilities. All your abilities and spells can be accessed by selecting the category icon at the bottom of the selected frame. Oh, okay. To use the ability, left click on it or press the hotkey. Okay, if there's an X, you can't use it. If it needs feet, you're too far. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 5 primary defenses against attacks: parry, dodge, endurance, will, and magic. Okay. 4 possible results from any attack: hit, critical hit, graze, and miss.
On it. On it. Right. I got it. I got it.
Level up. Talent tree, huh?
Right.
Zero. Slice. Okay, Q and E go in and out. Whetstone. Potion of protection. Seems like a suicide mission.
Can't do that. Will do.
Character recovery.
To battle! Right. Will do. On it. I got it.
Don't bother with me. Go down to the pass. It's but a flesh wound.
I got it.
I got it.
Sorry, can't.
Waking Death. Will revive when defeated for 2 minutes.
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace.
Ha! Fate Finder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
I do. Reverse.
On my command!
That's pretty sick.
On it.
You got it. Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent. I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone. A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets. The voices of Nerat told me to intercept you at Edgering Ruins before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late. You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter. Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or no reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined in the— For the voices of Nerat!
Will do.
Scarlet Fury helm. Yeah, I'll take all that. Oh, is that everything? Where's the, party stash? Oh. Give her some stuff, right? She's got some Prince of Persia shit. Okay. You? If you've come to once again talk peace, it seems you're too late. Drop your weapon and perhaps we can settle this without bloodshed. We knew that violating the surrender meant to an end to what little mercy and goodwill Kairos' forces have or ever will show us. Now there's no turning back. Hold positions. You there, keep the path. So we got 5 enemies here.
To battle!
Companion Versus joined the party. She's skilled in melee and ranged combat. If I right-click on the Alt AI button, you can see the settings for your party.
Not a problem, boss.
Well, that's not good. Horde boots. Gumby.
On it.
You got it.
So I can't, like, select all of them?
I got it.
Oh, there we go. Can't get anything there. Stow your weapons, or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Skewer him, worry not for me, Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his bracers and cuirass. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? Oh, you're dead. This blade? With a jerk of his knife, he slices off a clump of Drastus's hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. Release the prisoner, and you might know the inside of a cell. I'm Gumby, damn it. My name should be known to you, and it should be an honorable one. Gain favor with the chorus, gain favor with disfavored, gain 73 athletics. Oh, he's dead. Sucker. The Archons are expecting us. Quick finger bangles. I don't think they'd appreciate that. Okay. Formations. Camping supplies will remove all wounds.
Can't do that. I got it.
Okay. Defeat the remaining rebels. Help the disfavored battle the Vendrian Guard. I don't think it's going to be a matter he dies. Execute the Oathbreaker. Yeah. Save it. Gumby, damn it. We could probably leave it there. Close to an hour and a half. Yeah. Hour and a half's good. Yeah. Searched everyone over here. Nice. Alright, man. Tyranny. Got to check out the opening story and then a little bit of the character creation and moveset. Red Geyser. Alright, we'll pick up from here. Made it this far, I appreciate it. We'll see you later.